Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ola, and today I'll be sharing with you how I made this yummy sausage roll. Let's go. For the dry ingredients, I added 3 cups of flour and I sieved the flour to remove any lumps from it. I added baking powder, nutmeg and Cameroon black pepper and a pinch of salt. Then I give this a good stir. After giving this a good stir, I added my margarine and also I give this a good stir and mix properly until everything incorporates together. I set the dry ingredients aside and introduce my wet ingredient. For the wet ingredient, I used 2 eggs. I whisk properly, then I introduce my milk. You can use evaporated milk or any kind of milk. I mix thoroughly, and after that, I set aside my wet ingredients. Now let's prep the fillings. So for the fillings, I use sausage. I diced them into smaller chunks and I added them into my blender so it can easily blend. So after adding them, I added my onion, fresh pepper and garlic. This is optional. I just do that because I don't have the onion powder, the garlic powder and so on. So I added little pepper again and I blend. So after blending, it should look like this and the filling is ready. Set aside in a plate where it can be easy for you to access, just like this. I go in to prep the 1 egg I will use for the final finishing. I whisk and I set it aside. Now it's time to make the dough. I added the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients batch by batch and I mixed thoroughly to get the perfect consistency. Note, if you do not want to use milk for this recipe, you can actually use cold water in place of milk. But if you're using milk for the recipe, you have to use cold milk, either cold evaporated milk or any kind of milk, but let it be cold. Please do not overmix this your dough, and after mixing, set aside inside your fridge for some minutes. Sprinkle some amount of flour on the clean surface you'll be working on and introduce back your dough. Cut into 4 sections and pick 1 section at a time to roll and add your filling. When you sprinkle flour on the surface, it helps you to not allow your dough to stick on the surface. Also, rub a little amount of flour on your rolling board and roll out just like this. After rolling, use your knife or your cutter to cut the edges so you can have like a rectangle shape. Then add your filling to the dough and roll up. I rub egg at the extreme of the dough, so when I roll my sausage, it's going to lock it up and it's not going to open my sausage when it's inside the oven. So this is how I roll my sausage, and I use my knife to cut to get 5 pieces of sausage out of the first roll. So you keep doing this. You can see the size. I don't want my sausage too big. I don't want it too small. So it depends on the size you want. Then you keep doing this until your dough is finished. With this particular recipe and measurements, I got up to 25 pieces of sausage rolls. And if you want more, you can double up the ingredients. If you want less, you can reduce the ingredients. For the baking, I prep my oven pan using parchment paper so that it's not going to stick on the pan. I added the sausage roll 1 by 1, giving them a little space from each other. And after that, I go in with my knife to just make this design. I don't know, I just like it. If you can use a fork, you can use a knife to make this design. With a brush, I rub egg on the body of the sausage roll so that it can give him that fine and glowing look. After it's ready, then this is it, and it's time for me to put it in my oven. Before now, I preheated my oven and then I added the sausage roll. Remember, your oven is not supposed to be too hot or too cold, and after a while your sausage roll will be ready. And guys, can you see how yummy this sausage roll looks? It's super yummy, quick and easy to make. Guys, you need to try out this recipe. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know if you'll be trying out this recipe. Let me know how you do your own sausage roll, and let's learn together and grow together. Thank you. Bye bye. I love you.